So hello and welcome to the Maths Guide, and this is day 2 of week 1. But before we start this particular section, I want you to have a look at the idea of people getting on and off a bus. So let's imagine we have a bus. We don't know how many people are on it, but let's say 3 people get off. So we're going to say minus 3 to say 3 people get off. At the next stop, 5 people get on and 2 people get off. At the next stop, 7 people get on, and at the next stop, 9 people get off. So we're going to end up with a sequence of things that are happening. We can see that 3 people get off, 5 people get on, 2 people get off, 7 people get on, and 9 people get off. Let's see what happens all together. Let's group all the people who got off together. So we got 3 got off, another 2 got off, and another 9 got off the bus. So that's a total of 9, 10, 11. That's 14 people got off the bus. How many people got on the bus? Well, a total of 12 people got on the bus. So overall, we have 14 people getting off the bus, 12 people got on the bus. So more people got off the bus than got on the bus. So overall, we've got 2 people got off the bus, and we're going to say minus 2 to say the people that got off the bus. So this is just a little idea to think about negative numbers, but we're thinking about people getting on or off a bus, so increasing and decreasing. So when we decrease by 3 and then increase by 5, at this point here, more people have got on than have got off, so the number of people on the bus had increased by 2 people at this stage. Then it went back down to 0, then it increased by 7, and then it decreased by 9, so overall it was down by 2 people. So we had this number minus 2 to say 2 people had got off the bus. So I just want you to keep that idea in your mind when we're thinking about negative numbers, which we're going to look at now. Okay, so if we try to think of the idea of minus 3 apples, that doesn't make any sense. We know what 3 apples means, but we don't know what minus 3 apples means. It doesn't really mean anything. What about minus 3 degrees centigrade? Well, we're usually quite happy with the idea of temperatures of minus 3 degrees. So why is that? The thing is, when we think of minus 3 degrees, we mean 3 degrees less than some temperature, the freezing point of water. So it's like there's a certain amount of heat at the freezing point of water, and you go down 3 below that. So you can say minus 3 to mean 3 less than some value. And often we can look at that on a scale. So let's have a look at a temperature scale, getting hotter or getting colder. So where we have a 0 is some temperature, some value, kind of like maybe the amount of people on a bus is like the amount of heat in an object here, in a way. Okay, if it gets hotter, it goes up by 1 degree, up by 2 degrees, up by 3 degrees. So when we say 3 degrees Celsius, this plus 3 here, we mean 3 degrees greater than this value 0. When we say minus 1 or minus 2 or minus 3 degrees, we mean down 1, down 2, down 3. So 3 degrees below this 0 value. So when we're using plus and minus numbers, we're usually saying it in a reference to something. So above or less than, greater than or fewer than, or sometimes in directions as well. We'd say plus to mean going forward, and then we'd use a minus to mean going backwards. Okay, so that's the initial idea. We can use ideas like minus 3 to mean 3 degrees less than a temperature, although the idea of 3 apples doesn't really make any sense. So let's have a look at some more stuff to do with temperature. Imagine Moscow is 7 degrees hotter than Leningrad. So here's a question. It's a little bit similar to yesterday's question, so let's think about it. If Leningrad is 10 degrees, what temperature is it in Moscow? Well, we know Moscow is 7 degrees hotter. Going this way, we start up here at 10 degrees. We go another 7 degrees up for a total of 17 degrees Celsius. So we have to start at 10, we go up 7, and we end up at 17. And that looks just exactly like the way you would normally add. The same way you'd add apples, 10 and 7 apples. But let's have a look at a slightly different idea. We're still thinking Moscow is 7 degrees hotter than Leningrad. But what happens if Leningrad is minus 3 degrees? Well, we know that minus 3 degrees means 3 degrees below 0. Down 1, down 2, down 3. So we want to know Moscow is 7 degrees hotter than Leningrad. So hotter is going to be in this direction. So we're going to go up 7. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to know where we end up. Well, we started 3 below, so we used up 3 just to get back up to 0. So we used up 3 of these 7, leaving us with 4 more to go up to plus 4 degrees. So minus 3 degrees plus 7 degrees brought us up to plus 4 degrees. And interestingly enough, minus 3 plus 7, you can think of it exactly the same as the idea on the bus. 3 people got off the bus, 7 people got on the bus, more people got on than got off the bus, so we ended up at plus 4 degrees. So generally, you can answer those questions just like that. Okay, so I think I'll leave that video there for the moment and we'll come back to it tomorrow. So have a go at the exercises. Click on the exercises that you need to do. Let's go back and have a look at this. You'll need to click here, review the video, and click on the following exercise. You click on the exercise, you'll get your exercise. You select the category you want, and there's the question that you want. So don't forget there's examples and help here that you can have a look at that might help you answering the questions. But go ahead, have a go at those questions, and the very best of luck.